Alright, morning guys, welcome to the A21. So, I've actually been sat in stationary traffic for a little while, but it's actually moving again now. We're coming up to the Blue Boys roundabout, which normally is stop-start early in the morning, as is most of the A21. Heading to Brandshatch race circuit, or raceway, whatever you want to call it. Friends of a friend, doing a motorbike track day. So we're going to go and get some photos and a bit of video. Hopefully stick the GoPro on one of the bikes, and get some cool footage hopefully. But if I actually get there, it should be nice. And I was just looking, you know, when you're sat in traffic, you're bored. Look at the number plate on that BMW. It's like, got a relatively nice car. Oh, we need new plates. So let's put a new number plate on it. Pissed. It's yeah, a bit wonky that. But anyway, hopefully it won't take me too long to get there.
2 hours later.
So I arrived eventually. Traffic was really quite bad, so I ended up going via the country route, but it was a little bit easier, just kept on moving. But yeah, arrived at Brandshatch. Friend Rosie was there, and a few of the people she knew, which is cool. Unfortunately the weather was a little bit damp, so you'll see what happens later. So after doing a little bit of video there, I just moved on to a few stills and trying out the autofocus tracking and everything. Absolutely mad how fast it can actually lock onto a moving target that's doing well over 100 miles an hour, quicker than I can ever react. So I relied on the Rx10iv to do an amazing job. Absolutely awesome how it captured these shots anyway.
Yeah.
What you heard there was 24 frames per second whilst autofocus tracking those bikes. 240 shots we just heard basically. Around about 10 seconds worth of burst there. Here's a few of the shots it got. Basically they all look the same. But it's just interesting to see how well it tracked. Didn't miss focus on anything. So really good bit of kit when it comes into play with this sort of thing. So it was raining, which was a real downer for everyone because they were just dying to get out on the track. They were still riding, but the surface was sketchy and everything. It was really greasy, so I had to be really careful, especially through the bends and everything. But here is basically a warm-up lap. That's as best as we could do really for the GoPro on the bike. So having the RX10 Mark IV allowing you to have multiple burst rates, also super slow motion like this, so 500 frames per second or 250 frames per second or 1000. These are shot at either 250 or a 500, but because you've got 600mm to play with, it really allows you quite a lot of creativity with the slow motion video. So everything from the sort of water droplets falling to the bikes coming around the corner, even though they're probably doing 70 miles an hour, it looks like they're doing about 2. So it worked out really nicely, but it's just a real shame because it kind of ruined the day for everyone that was there. On a good note, anybody who persevered, stayed later in the day, it dried up. So it got worse and worse and worse, proper downpour. I then decided to leave because basically it was just a lot of sitting around, but later on I got a message from Rosie saying typical, it's cleared up now and it's dry, and they were obviously out having a good time, so which is really good. I'm glad they managed to have a decent amount of time out on a dry track, but it was just a bit of a shame in the morning. Obviously his time and money and everything was just wasted, but it was a good day all in all. I was just glad I was able to get the camera on the bike, take a few shots as well, and just capturing video and moments and things like that maybe others might appreciate. Like these here, the bike's going past at well over 100 miles an hour, but it looks like they're doing about 4. Really cool. The 500 frames per second thing is just awesome. So yeah, there's things like that really make it just adds a different view to everything. Like this, where you can see all the spray coming off the tyre slowly. It just works quite nicely. But yeah, unfortunately, like I say, the weather kind of ruined it for a lot of the day. Yeah, camera didn't care at all. It got absolutely soaked, but it just allowed to get so many different types of shots. That just worked. So really pleased with that. And even I did have the A7R3 in the bag and never even took it out, just because this is so usable, 24 to 600mm to play with. So just worked really well. Like I say, hopefully another time I'll go out with them and the weather will be nice. But anyway guys, please watch some other videos, please subscribe, please click notification bell, feel free to ask any questions about the cameras I use, and yeah, I shall see you soon.